bad.
Don't hang around here.
Why are you here?
You toil as if tomorrow will never come. Is this the pace Asa demands?
It keeps her pesky rodents off my back. Keeps me fed. Well, barely. At this rate, I could eat a troll.
I imagine the hunger pangs hit quite frequently here. May I offer you something to eat?
It would surely help keep this toiler going.
I have something that will sate your belly and hopefully rouse your spirits.
How can I repay such a kindness?
Asa is a common enemy of ours, and I'm looking for her.
Common enemy is right. If I had it my way, I would bash her pretty face into scalding goo. Sadly, she has not returned for me to try my hand. And I do not know where she has gone.
Is there anything you can tell me?
I get the growing sense you mean to confront her.
Forcefully.
Then do have caution. Asa can use magma to treat her wounds. Quite quickly, I might add. She always has a silky fresh layer on her skin.
I'll have to remember that.
At last. Oh, relief.
If you see Asa, you will give her my friendly regards, won't you?
Are you okay?
I owe you my life. Those Muspels were prepared to let me bake to death.
You are in no debt to me. Though, as it turns out, I have need of your help.
He? What can I help you with?
Putting a stop to this invasion.
I am listening.
I know Asa oversees your work, and I need to find her. What do you know of her whereabouts?
Nothing more than which way I saw her leave. It was east. Though, interestingly, she took a bunch of my people with her. Diggers. Maybe she is scouring another site.
That is helpful. Farewell, and keep safe.
We don't want any trouble.
I would have a word with you.
And Asir? You should not be here.
I'll only take a moment.
Please go. I do not want trouble with the guards. They allow me to speak only when reporting to them, and them alone.
I should disguise myself as a Muspel. Do not react. It is I, the Asir.
But what? That is quite the disguise. If Loki is giving lessons, tell him we could use his expertise.
I have him locked away in a dungeon cell for roughly the next 1,000 years.
So then, what brings you? You have not come to lend your hand in the muck.
I'm looking for Asa. Can you help me with that?
Sutor's daughter. Haven't seen her for some time now. She's got her minions keeping a watchful eye on us, though. What I can say is that wherever she goes, she makes it a point to forge large magma pools. Seen her do it here. Walks around in them. I hear she can even move through them.
Some things to look forward to.
Crafty she is. If you see any liquid fire pits, it may be proof she is nearby.
I will keep an eye out. You and I should talk.
Hi, one. Is that really you? What are you doing here?
I've come looking for Sutra's daughter, the one they call Asa. I hear she frequents this place.
She makes her rounds. Comes to see that we are working as best we can.
What is all this work for?
Who knows? She brings us the ores, we extract the metals. They go to Sutra for whatever it is he so desires.
What is she like, this Asa?
Get on her bad side and she'll bark her threats. But so long as you keep on the straight and narrow, she is, tolerable. Ensures you are well fed and healed of your wounds. Sets the bar high for a Muspel.
Where might I find her now?
I do not know, but you can try your luck around the kiln.
Asa appears soft of heart. For a Muspel.
Bad. This is very, very bad.
Are you all right?
Move away! I need to fix this, or I'll lose the whole batch along with my head! If I could just free that damn trap!
Please go.
Please! Think, Bumnoli! Think! Why are you here? How can I loosen it? Emir's beard! It works! It works!
We've enough misery here.
As good as new.
You have done me a great service! I could kiss you!
I'd prefer you use your lips to tell me where I may find Asa.
Asa? What business does an Asir have with a Muspel princess?
I have a quarrel with Sutur. His daughter will help me rectify it.
And how do you plan on that? Asa may come off as a young cub, but she does have a dark side.
As do I. Can you tell me where to find her or not?
Not exactly. The resources we receive come from a Milna, but I haven't got a clue which. Our blacksmith, Glamnik. Asa took some of his workers with her. He may know more, but have caution. Last I heard, the guards are making an example out of him.
Some other task has stolen Asa's attention as of late. If she's distracted, that will make capturing her all the more simple.
Maybe I can get up there myself. Somehow.
What ails you? Have you lost someone out here?
In a manner of speaking. I'm waiting for someone to return from an errand. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you.
There's little I wouldn't believe. Speak, while you have my ear.
I have a crow, Cracker. Found him, injured, back when the invasion started. I nursed him to health and he chose to stay with me. We share a bond. I swear it's like he scouts the land and I can understand what he sees. Have you ever known such a thing?
It sounds most familiar. So your crow is lost. Out here?
Not out here, up there! On that damn lump of rock in the sky. Reckon there's something good, something really valuable up there. So I sent Cracker to see what he could find. He's got a talent for finding treasure, you see. So up he went, and that was the last I saw of him.
Then I shall keep an eye out for your Cracker.
Unless you can sprout wings of your own, I don't see how.
I'm full of surprises, dwarf.
So what? The fish reached into your pocket and just took the key?
What? Oh, don't be stupid. I gave it the key.
You gave our key to a fish?
An exceedingly persuasive fish, yes. Look, you want it back, you go talk to it.
Look, don't be embarrassed. If you lost the key, just say so.
I'm not bloody embarrassed. It's like I said, the damn fish took it from me.
You were robbed by a fish. Come on, get serious.
I am serious.
Oh, look, just tell me again exactly what happened.
So, I was gonna catch the fish, right? Well, it had other ideas. It told me to drop everything I had in the water, so, I did.
Right. Good. That clears that up then. Look, don't be embarrassed.
You there. What's this of a fish-based robbery?
According to my brother here, the damned fish that guards these waters is now taken to petty theft.
Guards these waters. Surely a terrifying creature of the deep. All teeth and tentacles and eyes all over its monstrous head, yes? Challenge fit for the Lord of Asgard.
No. Just a normal, fish.
But huge, at least, yes?
No, not especially.
But it is cunning. No dwarf has caught a fish here in months, and all because of that one fish.
Indeed. And what of the theft?
It managed to charm our hard-fought key right out of my stupid brother's pocket, he reckons.
It was most persuasive.
Listen, stranger, catch this fish, you can keep our key and the treasure it unlocks. We just want that one fish gone. What do you say?
Perhaps. Let us see what this beast is capable of.
Us? Oh, no. I'm staying well away. You want it, you get it. I'm off.
Yeah, there must be somewhere decidedly less dangerous to go fishing.
Come, fearsome creature of the depths! No more shall you torment those who visit these waters. Face your end at the hand of the High One! Have at you! Lots of hungry fish here. This feels different. You are the guardian fish. Come here.
My mouth! What are you playing at? You don't see me barging into Asgard and dragging you out of your house?
So, not a fish at all.
No, and not an enemy. I was there when you came to Jotunheim and drank enough mead to kill a man. I saw what you did to Suttungr that day. Damn near beating him to a pulp single-handedly. Only a fool would challenge you. But you have bested me fairly when no other could. And believe me, many have tried. You want this key, I assume?
That, and for you to leave these waters.
That I will not do. I have made a home here. Dwarves repeatedly intrude, make attempts on my life, and those of my aquatic neighbors. I won't stand for it. So I impede them, harming nothing but their pride. I dare say you would defend your lands from invaders more vigorously.
Aye, I would. And I see your point. As strange as this all may seem.
Then have your prize, and I shall have mine. Life as a fish is full of wonder you'd never imagine. So I shall protect these waters for as long as I live.
Very well. After all that, let's hope this chest was worth the bother.
I just want to swim in peace. No cares, no burdens. Just movement and flow.
You hear that, brothers? Sisters? Our lake is safe again.
Conversation is the one thing I miss, mind.
Reward for straying to Valhalla pay. Then horns resound the mighty.
I wonder how Asa feels about uninvited guests.
Let's hit the bastards!
Everything a Muspel princess could ever want. What is this?
Thor lends me strength.
Are you lost, Vesir?
That depends. I'm looking for someone. I was told I might find her here. Maybe you know her. Muspel, around your age. Goes by Asa. Father's, how shall I put this? A vainglorious fool who thinks himself a god.
Never heard of her.
Then you will not mind if I stay a while. Dip my toes in one of these soothing fire baths.
I have a better idea.
Oh,
Turn around. Go back from where you came. And please, do mind your step.
That is no way to welcome a curious outsider. Care to put that away?
Why? Afraid I know how to use it?
I'm sure you can use it. Passably well. But then I would have to kill you.
Don't worry. You won't.
It's an easy way out of it. Let's keep the baubles out of it, shall we?
Oh no. The godly gloating. Smite me, I cannot bear it.
If I were you, I would save the tongue wit for a more appropriate time. I saw no such trinket on Sutter. Yet he too has a problem with dying.
So that was you and Eitri. What squabble had you trading blows with my father?
He has taken my son. And now I will give your father a taste of what he has wrought. Move, so that I may trade his child for mine.
You clearly do not know my father. Your son, Baldur, I assume. He has something my father needs. And if that is so, Papa would sooner see me dead than give in to your demands. If you want your son back, you will need something far more precious than me to barter with. Me, his own daughter? I simply will not do.
Then there's no longer any need for you to draw breath.
Asa! We found it! We found...
Oh! Found what? What have you found?
Asa would not want me to say.
Asa is no longer here. I am. Havi of Asgard, Lord of Frenzy, and you are in full control of my temper.
A mural. Asa believes it may help her gain entry to an ancient vault. It is in a cavern, that way!
So long as Sutter lives, my son will be his prisoner. But how does one kill that which cannot be killed? If death is not his weakness, then I must find something that is. The mural Asa was searching for should be somewhere in this cavern. She believes there's something interesting here. I need to see what it is. What do you tell me right now? Asa don't knows for treasure hunts. Found your mural, Asa. Let's see now. Elven symbols, a few of which may allude to peaks or mountains. You! Can you read this to me?
Me? I can try. Elven runes are not something I can decipher with ease.
You will fare better than I, and that will have to do. Any mention of an ancient vault, a door, secret entrance, maybe?
No, but I can make out this. See? 2 great mountains to the north, the sun and moon above.
That's it?
Regrets, Asir. We are simple diggers, not experts of things writ long ago.
Not to worry. You've been a great help. All is located between 2 great mountains to the north. I should search there. Best not to draw attention here. This is worthy of my attention.
Norns be kind. Thank you.
Enjoying Muspel hospitality, I see.
They caught me before I could steal what I came for. For my master, the dwarf below. Kraka, he calls me. Long ago, I invaded this land. The dwarves fought back. Wounded, I changed form, hid as a crow before the dwarves could finish me. Believing me to be a mere bird, Scarvi found me, took me in, saw that I was healed to full strength.
Never knowing your true nature.
I doubt he'd welcome the news. No matter. The treasure on this rock, I must retrieve it for my master. I owe him my life. Would you aid me? I cannot offer anything in return, but Scarvi, I'm sure he could.
Saved you the bother. I already have it.
All I ask is you give it to Scarvi. Please.
You'll not give it to him yourself?
I have burdened him enough. I'll not burden him with the knowledge that he helped his enemy. He deserves better than that.
Very well. Good luck to you, Kraka.
And to you.
Well, don't keep me in suspense, Esir.
Here. I have something for you.
You do? What is... It cannot be. How did you...
As I said, I'm full of surprises.
Indeed. And Kraka, my crow, did you see him?
I found Kraka. He has chosen his own path.
You speak as though he told you himself. What? Out with it.
Kraka is a Jotun. He sought to bring you this treasure as thanks for saving his life.
A Jotun? A shapeshifter? He understood my every word. The things I confided.
He said he burdened you enough.
Well, that wasn't his choice to make. He should have... Oh. That bracer of yours, that's how you got up there.
What of it?
I can enhance it, should you wish, as thanks.
Enhance it how?
Meet me at my forge, and I'll show you how. Of course, same could be said for any smith worth his or her salt. And these rocks in the sky, if you find any more treasures on them, bring them to me and I'll see what I can do.
Very well. I'll meet you at the shelter.
Yeah. So we meet again. Like I said before, find more of those embers and I, or some other smith, can use them to make you something special.
You seem ill at ease with your kinfolk here.
Mush-minded fools, carousing and singing while the realm falls to ruin beyond our doors. I made weapons for warriors once, not spoons for gluttons. In greater days we were a mighty folk, making up in ingenuity what we lacked in stature, but we loved too well the things we made, and turned our eyes inward. When the enemy came, all our hammers and axes mattered nothing, for the strength of heart to wield them had been lost.
This must be the place. strange place. Reeks of death. I wonder what secrets I will uncover here. Sigrun and Halstein. Whoever did this, I will see that there is a price to pay. The wounds in their chests. Identical and cauterized. I've seen nothing like it. It's unnatural. Whoever was here made it a point to occupy this space. More elven symbols. Whatever was in this wall sat undisturbed for many ages. Until now. Only moose-bells leave ashen footprints like these. One set larger than the rest. Drag marks, and blood was shed, but only a small amount. Were the victims still alive? Asa sought to enter this vault and unlock its secrets. But before she could do so, someone beat her to it. That being had a group of Muspels here. Sigrun and Holstein were likely prisoners among them. Injured, but very much alive. Dwarves were taken to the center of this chamber, where it appears that some sort of ritual was prepared. The orchestrator came to the ancient elven object built into the wall. Possibly even used it in the ritual. Is that what led to the dwarves' deaths? The Muspels then left, taking the object with them. But the purpose of this ritual of theirs remains a mystery to me. That sigil. I think I glimpsed it before in Aetri while I searched for Balder. Perhaps we'll find some answers there. I've seen the sigil from the vault around here before. Find it, and I may find the culprit. Amid all this excitement, I've had little time to dwell on Ragnarok. When will the storm break? Tomorrow? Or far in the future? I think the latter more likely. I have Loki imprisoned for whatever role he has played in Balder's predicament. His son, too, is bound by my chains. What of Surtr? The prophecies say he must play a part in Ragnarok. But for now, he is merely the abductor of my child, not the bringer of the Twilight. Still, once Balder is safe, I will return to Asgard and raise an army. Muspelheim must be conquered, without mercy.
Where is it?
Are you all right? It is not safe to be out here.
Not safe? Why, this town is the jewel of Svartalfheim. There's nowhere safer, I assure you. No, I merely seek a toy my son dropped. But no matter, he has more than enough at home. And I must get back. my wife will be wondering where I got to. Come, walk with me a moment. I shall introduce you to my boy. He's always wanted to meet an Aesir. Now, I understand your concern. We too have heard the Muspels are coming. But I failed to see what they could want in Svartalfheim.
But they're already here, close by even. That is why I urge you to find shelter.
You Aesir. I have heard how you are famed for your sense of humor. Tell me, have you met Thor?
We are very close, yes.
My son, he loves nothing more than hearing of Thor's adventures. Perhaps you could spare us a tale, if you have time.
Let's keep moving.
Oh, yes, of course.
Where are your people?
My people? Why, all around us. Probably looking at us from their windows. But pay them no heed. It's not every day an Aesir.
What is it?
Forgive me, I must have forgotten your name. Keep calling you Aesir, which feels quite rude of me.
I have many names. My friends call me Javi. You may too.
Oh, thank you. Javi. A fine name.
Let's get you home.
Hmm? Oh, yes, yes. Here, my home is this next one. I must ask, mind your step. My wife only just potted the lovely plants this morning, and... Do you see that?
See what?
Muspels going into my home. No!
What now?
Is that it? No. Now, where is it?
This toy hammer. Is this?
Mjolnir, yes. My son's pride and joy. Tell me, have you met Thor?
As I said, we are very close, yes.
My son. He loves nothing more than hearing of Thor's adventures. Perhaps you could spare us a tale. If you have time. He should be here. Any moment now. He should be here.
My friend, you must leave this place. It is not safe, and I think you may know that, yes?
Not safe? Why, this town is the jewel of...
Forgive me, my friend. I will not be able to stay any longer. Please pass on my regards to your wife and son.
You're... leaving? Oh, but I'm sure there'll only be a moment.
I must, get back to my own son. I'm sorry.
I understand. Of course.
I hope you find that which you need.
Find? Oh, yes. I was looking for something. I'm sure it'll turn up.
Good luck to you. Well, whoever held the ritual at the vault was once here. The culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Writings on the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hugas. from Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutra are aware. The vault is marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a Salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. It may be the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on a map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds. Calder may be nearby. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
Asa's warriors. Where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with two others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were two of the most revered sons of Ivaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. No. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen ones. Together.
that suitor's will. Who among you will hold that distinct honor? So let us see.
Remember old Storvaker sending off? 3 ships, all that booty, was the mother of all fires.
No! Mind the Salagar!
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Calder fled northwest. Asa snapping at his heels. Calder made it far. Asa chased after Calder like a rabid hound. Though he is no helpless rabbit. Besides what I find of this pursuit. What do you see? These fools dared stand in her path. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals her direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. I need to find Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Zunics like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. 2 sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill. must be careful now. No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious Jotun buffoons who stand in my way. They should run. They won't. These are similar. We're used to restrain someone. Asa's spear. Abandoned. Did Calder and his minions finally best her? The dead stack up. For these muspels, Ragnarok came early. There was a cart here, and drag marks leading to it. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. But those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed onto a cart like a sack of turnips. Looks like they fled up that path. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Salakar. For Baldur's sake. Perhaps Baldur would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they're young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. And so, I do not have the luxury of being faultless. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa!
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Salakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Salakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Bleak! Oh, betrayal! What happened so long? Too much of that guardian air! I present him with his own daughter's empty corpse. But I will make sure he knows the truth. Come now! Even your boy put up more of a fight. We shall be as here could see you now. Full and true.
Why is Sutra collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Salakar? Tell me! Why do you aim to finish my work? Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments. Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Sutra!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. And a selfless father. It is the one thing that separates you from my own. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need your help. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable Jotun. Coulter never found one. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. for his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end, I am your ally.
In Asgard, an ally is a friend.
Let us not get carried away.
Spirits broken. There is little I can say to mend these things. Yet I will say this. We are all at the mercy of
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose you a saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Suttungr. Malvigr.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make me proud. But why would Malvigr care about you two?
Brenner and Lom aren't our real names. Allow me to introduce Fjalar and Galar. The ones who killed Suttungr's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink a couple of dwarves. And after, befuddled tripping and breaking his neck.
Suttungr wasn't happy. Held us responsible. But luckily we'd acquired some mead. Some special mead. And well, Suttungr is partial to a bit of mead. We bartered it in exchange for our lives. Except afterwards, some thieving twat went and stole it.
Loki, most likely. It's always Loki.
Whoever it was, Suttungr didn't catch them. So he decided to take it out on us instead. Sent Malvigr to hunt us down. Been incognito ever since. Can't trust this lot not to sell us out.
Still, she hasn't found us yet.
She will. Malvigr's dangerous prey, even for you. But we can help balance the scales. Our old house, north of here. Sunk in a lake. Inside, upstairs on a table, you'll find a cup of great potency.
Cup?
You know, the cup.
Oh yes, the cup.
Has the power to do wonderful stuff. For instance...
So, I bring you the cup, and then...
we show you how to use it against Malvigr.
It's a deal.
We are all at the mercy of the same.
No one wants to hear our saga.
But at least we have a place.
This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
They sent a fast raven telling us you'd be here. It's best to leave one of your enemies alive, so they can tell of your greatness.
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What's in it for me?
I do not know, but I will tell you this. The longer you make me wait, the worse it will be.
Malvigar is at the dam to the west. And now? Will you spare me?
Until next we meet.
There will be no next. You can be sure of that.
Find Malvigar at the dam west of here. She is a worthy foe. Loki told me how she and Angerboda once came to blows. It did not go well for Angerboda. If the Salaka rejects Malvigar, then it is a false tool, and Sutter pins his hopes on a worthless toy. You're strong to endure that.
Thank you. I don't know what I would have done if...
Save your strength. You're safe now. Just need to warm up.
What I need is to get back to my shelter. The Jorthega shelter. Find me there, so I may thank you properly. You know, there's more of them out there. Likely preying on other dwarves. They have a hideout. I heard them speak of it. They didn't think I could hear them. Sounded like they were plotting something. That part I couldn't hear. South of Mjolnir Smida, near a twist in the road. Go there and put a stop to them, please.
Do not presume to tell me what I should do, though I may seek them out. Will you be all right from here?
Forgive me. Yes, I think so. Perhaps I will see you at the shelter.
The dwarf. I know the place they spoke of. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Frigg. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. She enjoyed the solitude as much as I. And the trouble and danger even more. And then came the war with the Vanir. Taking Freya as my bride. It helped end that strife, but it ended many other things too. There is the dam. But this tempest is unnatural. Traitors have been betrayed.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am, served up.
If I were here for you, High One, I would have brought an army. No. Suttungr will have his vengeance. But not here. I know why you have come.
I have a bone to pick with you. After what you did to my son, Vidar, I must...
Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I heard.
Do not believe the stories.
Upon his return, too weak to stand, he squirmed like a worm caught in the sun.
You should have seen me. My acolytes had to carry me home on their backs. No. Your boy fought well.
Is that why you spared his life?
It is. But you aren't here to avenge Vidar's honor.
You have come to steal my Hugr, and I intend to stop you.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugrs necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Havi. Work with me. Together we will foil Surtur's ambitions.
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent once. But we must look beyond ourselves. For the good of all.
We have spoken long enough.
So
I am Come, I'll get help. Inflict a fate worse than death on me. Die trying. I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use.
Beep! Der kann irgendwie!
What you came here to do. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. True, O Father. My body comes to you. Sent by the same impostor who claimed your own. As for my Hugr, do not weep for me. I do not deserve this.
No. You do not. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Salagar. Perhaps Hirakin. I've seen nothing of her since my arrival in Svartalfheim. That leaves Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Vangrin? Yes, that is the place.